Voodoo Tribe? It is your girl Naja here, and I'm back with another video. And this video is going to be a story time, a part of my call center stories series. Say that 6 times fast, it's not easy. If you're not familiar with my call center series, it will be in my story time playlist, and they are all numbered in order. So I highly advise for you guys to watch all of those videos before you get to this one, so you kind of get like a gist of what Ratchet Corp is and what Ratchet Corp has going on, okay? So if you are not already subscribed to this channel and become a part of the Voodoo Tribe, please make sure that you go ahead and click that subscribe button. Click that notification bell just in case it wants to work, but if not, I post every Wednesday through Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, new schedule. Let's go. This story, as you guys know, now I'm in loss prevention at Ratchet Corp, and we have a whole bunch of temp hires in Ratchet Corp, some of them in my department. Some of them have been outsourced from outside the company to come and work with us, and a few were in customer service, and now they're coming over here in hopes to get a permanent position in loss prevention, right? We had this customer, okay? We had this customer, and he was by far the nastiest customer I think that I have ever come in contact, and it wasn't even my personal customer, because when these temp workers are on the phone and if they need help, I always make sure to let them know, like, I am open to help you as long as you're not being creepy like Jones was. If you saw the last story time, you know who Jones is, okay? I'm one of those temp workers had an issue, or if they needed some help or anything like that, I was super down for it. But if they had a supervisor call, like if a customer is like, I want to speak to a supervisor, I'm not a supervisor, I can't hop on that call for them. So what I try to do is I try to help them de-escalate things so that it doesn't get to that point, so they can handle their call and move on. You get what I'm saying? So there was this one girl, we're gonna call her, I don't even know, we're gonna call her no, because there was actually somebody in my department named Brittany. We're gonna call her damn, I can't even say that because there's somebody in my, damn, there's a lot of common names in this world. We're gonna call her Chloe. I use the name Chloe for everybody. We're gonna call her Chloe. Chloe was, you know, she was a mom, she was chill, like she wasn't, you know, like the majority of the girls in the temps in my department were, like, she wasn't rowdy, like she was very chill. And Chloe got a call from a customer. This was the type of call where if it were to happen to me, I probably would have lost my fucking job. Like, I'm not, and it takes a lot to get me mad, but it's just that somebody is so fucking ignorant to the point where it's just like, all right, bro, like, you're ignorant as fuck, like, you need help type shit. I'll probably snap on you. So Chloe sat right next to me, like, we all had like rows. So her row and my row were right here, and our backs were to each other. So, you know, occasionally I'd turn around to her if she needed help. I'd coach her or whatever and give her some help. Like, it's not a big deal. Nobody's perfect when they first start out, especially in loss prevention. That shit is not easy when you first start, okay? It's not easy. So I can understand how, like, she can get mixed up with certain things. We got on the phone with this man, and I could tell from the get-go that it was a very uncomfortable conversation, because I could hear her behind me how it was going. I could hear her getting cut off a lot on the phone, and I could hear her getting like a little bit frustrated. And the room was kind of quiet because it was a night shift, and we rarely get calls on the night shift. Like, once every blue moon we'll get a call because of the different time zones. So it was during the night shift, and like I could somewhat hear the dude in her headpiece because he was talking so loud. He was just going off on her, and she's just like,
sir, okay, sir, I apologize, sir, I'm sorry, sir, let me just put you on hold really fast. Let me put you on hold.
So she put him on hold, and she turns to me and she's like,
Naja, this guy is wilding on me. Like, he's upset because his order got canceled and we can't
because this is the thing at Ratchet Corp. When your order is canceled, your order is canceled. It's done. Your order is gone. Like, you have to make a new order. Once it's canceled, it's canceled. There is no redo button. Like, we can't just recharge your card. Like, if we're gonna recharge your card, you need a new fucking order, okay? So bro was snapping on her because he got his order canceled, because if we suspect anything going on, we're gonna cancel it. So he got his shit canceled. And some people in the comments were like, why does a call center have loss prevention? Well, obviously we were selling stuff online, and sometimes you get fraudulent shit. And I'm not gonna, ooh, bitch. I'm not gonna disclose who Ratchet Corp is, but it is a very, very big company. And to be honest, I didn't even know what Ratchet Corp was until I started working for them, and then I realized how much shit they fund. Like, it is a huge company with a name that you would not even know. So unless you've worked with me at Ratchet Corp, you're not gonna know what Ratchet Corp is. I've had people ask me, did I work for Adam and Eve because the dude was trying to buy some thongs. Like, no, the store I worked for was completely child friendly. We did not sell sex toys. We just so happened to sell thongs. Somebody asked me if I work for eBay. No, I did not work for eBay. I had an eBay department at my job that sold some of our merchandise on eBay, but no, I did not work for eBay. Somebody asked me if I worked at Best Buy. No, I did not work at Best Buy. Like, you guys will never know who I worked for because they own big company names that you would not even believe were owned by somebody else. Like, they own multiple companies that you would not even think would be owned by somebody. So the reason why we have loss prevention is because we have a lot of customers that come in, and a lot of them will steal credit card information from somebody else and purchase stuff so they can sell what we have on the streets for profit. Like, you would be like, I wish I could tell you, but you would be so surprised how many things you go to a bodega to buy that has been stolen from Ratchet Corp and sold at a way cheaper price. And it's, yeah. Anyway, that's why we have loss prevention. So this man was basically irritated because Chloe assumed that he stole somebody's shit. Like, she just didn't, his shit was not matching up. Like, there's certain things that you should know if it's your card and your order, like, and it wasn't matching up. So he was getting irritated with her, and I told her, I was like, well, first off, you need to make sure you're not like accusing people of shit, because it might be his shit, you know. Like, you can't come into the conversation.
I know you, Joanne the scammer.
You can't go into it like that. So I was just like, maybe try to be a little bit more soft with him. And she was like,
okay, cool.
So she gets on the phone, right? All I hear through the headpiece, and mind you, when this was going on, Trump just was about to be in office, or maybe he just got into office. That's like when this was going on, right? And I don't know why that just made some of these people have the balls to say that the things they say, but this man, and I could hear him clear as day through her headset because he was screaming at her.
That's why Trump is gonna make sure you can't prosper, because all you bitches.
He said the N-word, okay?
All you bitches.
Hard ER.
Can't go nowhere. That's why you're making minimum wage. That's why you're sitting at a desk.
And I'm just like, wow. So I swiveled over to her and I told her, I'm like, hang up now. She just hung up on him.
Naja, I'm gonna get docked, like, I'm gonna get in trouble because I didn't do a closing and blah, 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 blah.
Because at Ratchet Corp, we had a rule. Well, back then we had a rule. It changed recently, but back then we had a rule that if a customer used profanity 3 times, we could hang up the call without doing an ending. But recently, like around the time I left, the new rule is even if a customer uses profanity, just give it to a supervisor, which is dumb because all you're gonna do is make a supervisor get cursed out. That's stupid. But she was just like, I'm gonna get docked for that. And I told her, I'm like, baby girl, you do not get paid enough for that. You don't get paid enough for that, to have somebody calling you out your name, calling you an N-word, like telling you how Trump's gonna make your life a living hell and blah, 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 and how you sit on it. Like, fuck him. Like, you do not get paid enough for that. And I even took it over to my team lead because one of my coworkers got temporarily promoted to a team lead position for peak season 2. So I told her the situation and she agreed. She was like, yeah,
girl, you don't get paid enough for that. Like, you don't.
What is going on? And a little further on, me and my team lead friend, she kind of sat me down so we could both hear the call. That dude was going in on Chloe, like going in, just disgusting racist comments, going in on her. And I didn't even realize that was going on before I even interjected. Like, he was going in, he was calling her all types of monkeys, all types of all that. Like, and you can't, and the crazy thing is, it's like, you don't even know what race somebody is when you're on the phone with them. Like, but you were just so sure that you were about to get some ratchet bitch in a call center when Chloe is like very educated. Like, that's why I'm like, sir, like, what are we doing? The moral of the story is, if you call into any type of customer service, whether it be loss prevention, and you're speaking to a person, like, just remember that this is a person. Like, this isn't an automated message. This is a person who has to go home to a family who have feelings. Like, you can't just talk to anybody any type of way. And that's like my rule of thumb, even when I go out or I go to a restaurant or, you know, anything like that. Like, I always try to treat people with respect because they're not slaves. Like, they're a human just like you. Like, regardless of how much their checks are, it's not cool. Yeah, that is a story about how we had like a really disgusting customer call in, and he did end up getting blocked because he would call in like multiple times, so we ended up having to block him from calling the company. Yeah, have you guys ever been called like a really gross racist remark before, or had to interject when somebody else was doing something like that and tried to, you know, be like, what are you doing? But yeah, that is it for this call center story time. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
The truth will set you free, but first it'll piss you off.